I think the advancement in the care for patients with rare diseases over the last 20 plus years in the European Union has been fantastic. And what we don't want to see is any lessening of that impact. We want to continue to see innovation for patients with rare diseases and build on what we've already achieved. But as we know, we still have a long way to go. There are still too many patients with rare diseases without options. There are still too many patients who may have one option, but it doesn't suit them. Patients don't necessarily fit one size. We need to have continuing therapy, investment and innovation. So what we need to do is be thinking about how we as a community with very many different stakeholders can best meet to actually achieve that for patients with rare diseases. What we need are partnerships between everyone involved in developing therapies and clinical management. So it takes disease experts, it takes the policymakers, and it also takes the industry to actually invest in making those therapies come to life.
We also know from a fact that many of the innovations that come for rare diseases come from SMEs, and also very, very small SMEs. I've learned throughout many years in health politics that it's a good idea to be very square sometimes, and also be very bold about what are actually the core mechanisms that make innovation happen, that makes it possible for people like Billy and me to promise to deliver on needs that the society, the families, the patients, they ask for. When we talk about pharma package, with the pharma directive, with the legislation that works in our healthcare society, it is, by the end of the day, all about incentives and the legal framework that can foster innovation and make the bright minds of people working in life science, and especially in pharma, to work together in Europe.
Clearly, rare diseases, health budgets themselves are very expensive and do have a major impact on public finances. But if we can move beyond that and just, first of all, bed down good policy, and certainly in the area of rare diseases, we have to unleash our research capabilities. I think that we're a little disjointed when it comes to academic research, working out into clinical research, working out into the broader industry, and then, moving to the point where we actually have a health technology assessment, and then making medicines available through reimbursement to citizens across Europe.
So industry and policymakers form a very important partnership, but there are many others also who are involved in that development, and it's having all of these stakeholders around the table to actually talk together and see how the impact of what they can do be achieved and realised for patients. At the end of the day, we're all after one thing, and that's the best patient care for patients with rare diseases. And I think by working together in partnership, we can do that and achieve that goal.